If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about it? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010. Massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, they trooped into this place, Bauchi. This is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Dabo Bitrus, Chuan Bitrus, John Nash Ren, Ngoyisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Karos Nash Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name. 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Chuang, Da Labi Dung. And look at this place too. Dadung, Dagong Dung, Justina Gyang, Sani, Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126, run up with Ungo Titi Guam. We move also to 127, Dan Juma Guam, Victoria Zhang, Tess Crooks. You have been looking for facts, look at facts. To prove Nigeria government are biggest liar. If they touch them, they will say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno. What next?
America has spoken, and its sweats cut deep. Donald Trump has relisted Nigeria as a country of particular concern, saying Christians in Nigeria are being slaughtered. He calls it an existential threat to Christianity. He names killers. He orders Congress to investigate. But this is not only a moral alarm. It is a political earthquake. This morning on Chinick TV, we ask, who benefits? Who loses? And most importantly, does this help the victims on the ground? Stay with us. We will break down the crime, expose the politics, hear from those who lost loved ones, and ask whether sanctions will save lives or still Nigeria's last defense against terror. On Friday, President Donald Trump wrote, "Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern." He cited figures: thousands killed, churches destroyed, and orders Congressman Lairemo and Chairman Tonko to investigate. This redesignate a label first used in 2020. It was lifted under President Biden in 2021. Now Trump says the violence got worse. This is a big crime. Big words, big consequences. Let's be clear. CPC is not a Twitter slap. It is a legal label under US law. It names countries accused of severe religious freedom violations. Once you are on the list, the US can punish, cut aid, restricts visas, and make life very hard for governments. That is why this matters. It is not symbolic, it bites. But beyond laws and labels are human bodies. Families burnt out of their villages, worshippers killed inside churches, farmers hacked while they work, people who wake up and measure their day by whether their children are alive. If you want numbers, different groups give different counts. Some say tens of thousands killed since 2009. Others give lower figures this year. The point is not arguing over number on a spreadsheet. It is the life that end. The community is destroyed. Now the twist. This was not just the State Department having a moral crisis. Republican senators and evangelical groups in Washington pushed hard. Bills were introduced. Senators demanded action. This move lands in a US political season where standing for persecuted Christians scores big domestically. That does not make the suffering fake, but it does mean the tool being used, the CPC, is also a political weapon. And when moral instruments become political weapons, the risk is real. The medicine can burn the patient. Nigeria relies heavily on partnerships to fight terror, procurement, training, intelligence. A diplomatic freeze or sanctions can slow weapons purchases and choke intelligence sharing. Some Nigerian officials now warn, if you cut our supply lines, how will we fight the very terrorists you condemn? That is the real worry. Sanctions meant to punish can weaken the country's capacity to protect civilians. On the other hand, what happens when the state fails? When local communities are left to fend for themselves, extremist groups rise. When church after church burns with little accountability, there must be consequences. International pressure can force reform, accountability and action. The question is, which pressure and how applied? In Abuja, reactions are split. Some see this as foreign hypocrisy, others as overdue justice. Tinubu's team says they will use diplomacy to resolve this matter. Critics ask, why did it get this far? Corruption, weak policing, porous passports, ethnic tensions. Nigeria's problems are many. But which of these will Tinubu fix now that the world is watching? So let me ask you directly, do you accept the label Christian genocide? If yes, what next? If you oppose US intervention, what alternative will you propose to stop the slaughter? Are sanctions the right tool? Or will they punish the people they are meant to save? Answer in the comments. This is not just about politics. It is about life and death. Donald Trump's declaration has cracked Nigeria open on the world stage. It forces a brutal question. Will the global community act to stop these killings? And will Nigeria act to protect its people without losing the very tools it needs to fight terror? If you care about life, about justice, then demand answers from both sides, loudly. Because while politicians trade charges, people keep dying. And that is the tragedy no label can fix by itself. If you want more, we will bring voices from victims, analysts, and Abuja Inside next. Like, share, and tell us, would sanctions help or hurt?
Christians that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. And they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state, if you find a Christian, is in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram have taken over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory for what is happening. Chuan S. Dung Gang boat moving down to 252 people. Joseph Johanna. Now let's go back to see the other side of the monument. It continues from 250. Zongdungzi, Chuandi, Jik, Da Gyang Pam Tang, Kumbo Gyang Tang. It moved down to 315. That is Nerat Jong. We move again to 316. Peace John, Ezekiel Pam. It moved down again to 378. That's Paula Joseph Nyam.
Sure.
It shift again from the top. Da Dungyang, Wendavo. It moved down to 401 and 41. Da Gom Elia was among them least. Mandung Christopher, that's 402. Garba Danjuma, it moved down to round up to 501. Apart from this list that are here, there are many. Only vultures that were dragged into those rocks. Women were dragged for raping that day. Come and see what happened. Look at the monument. Now can we say there was no genocide in those places? Children are there. There are two accounts of record. The one that I have here, the one that I have here, you can see their list and their ranks in wherever they are. Children were battered. Children, they are among those names. And I have it here, compiled by my father, Reverend Danyam Dung, my brother. We have seen here the name of children and adults. Look at it. Ungola Rababulus, adult. Sandra Bitrus, child. Gabriel Bitrus, child. Ngo Yisa Danjuma, adult. Ngo Laraba Danjuma, adult. Timothy Ezekiel Danjuma, child. Lydia, child. Obadiah, child. And somebody will come out and say there was no genocide. This God that we serve under this Muslim ticket, any Christian that will vote Muslim ticket, may God forgive him. May God show him mercy. He has received his number 66. I cancel my faith to Muslim ticket. Nigeria is for all of us. Nigeria is for both Muslim and Christian. Nigeria have been working on Muslim and Christian, Christian and Muslim. Why now? That is marginalization. That is genocide. In the world of the politics, the Islamic people have genocide us by killing the Christian, becoming a second man in Asoro. And the so-called Christian don't know what is happening. And those kind that came out and said there's not the grave, the death of these people is screaming in heaven. 501 people are here. 501. They are right inside it. 501. Please, and let the senator come in. Show them this. My Senate are coming to meet their colleagues. Senate, just cruise, take this and present it to them. Is it not genocide? 501 people. And they were able to stand for Hamas and say Israel is committing genocide. What real genocide is in us? Look at the names that are here, there. They are right here in the grave. Dogo Nahawa. By the power of Jesus, we are coming back for real documentary. And we have done it, and we continue to show the world. Fact banding. Do you bring the American people to this place for fact finding? Did you bring them to this genocide ground? Remo, Amokari, why didn't you bring them to Plateau to come and see this place? Are they not people? All are Christians. And you come out and tell me that there's also genocide. That even Muslims have been to shower down, to wash down that Christians have been killed. Muslims are also killed. By who? Is it we Christians that were killing the Muslims? No! That's not our portion in faith. We love the Muslims. We care for them. And we are ever ready to help them. But yet, they are bent to grab our lands. They are bent to take over our villages. They are bent to take over the state of Plateau State, Benue. They are bent to take over. They have taken over Nasarawa State. And they are bent to take this place. We will fight to finish it. We will defend our land to death. As Adeshina said, what shall it want us to lose our life and land? It's better for us to lose our land so that we should remain. Adeshina, you have never come across the power of the cross will crush you. During Buhari, you were defending Islam. No problem. We will maintain our land. They removed Christopher because he was trying to bring justice. Right here in the grave. Dogo Nahawa. By the power of Jesus, we are coming back. And they start shouting, oh, they are killing Muslims. Anya kashe Muslimi, anya kashe Muslim. Wallahi boy, Tinubu, kachire, Christopher ze gamada demu. You thought we don't know? They cripple him. He want to act. They will say it's a genocide. Ribado is there as the advisor. Very wicked advisor. An evil advisor. He could not give advice to protect our land. But he's displaying religion agenda. God will fight for us when the time has come. And all Christians are I urge you all over the world. If you don't pray for Christians in Nigeria, be ready to face the judgment. This is what is happening. We are all living under fear caused by some people. May God be with us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.